Today we are going to break down the trailer for Dune, Part 3, and honestly, this might be the darkest and most intense chapter in the entire Dune saga so far. The trailer is packed with hidden details, emotional moments, and massive hints about what's coming next. So let's go step by step and understand everything. The trailer opens with a wide shot of Arrakis, but something feels different this time. The desert looks more violent, more chaotic, almost like the planet itself is reacting to what's happening. We see endless sand dunes, storms forming in the distance, and everything feels heavier than before. Right away, this tells us that the story is no longer about survival. It's about control and power. Then we see Paul Atreides, played by Timothée Chalamet. But this is not the same Paul we saw before. His face is calmer, but at the same time more intense and almost emotionless. This shows that Paul has fully accepted his role as Muad'Dib. He's no longer running from his destiny. He's becoming it. We hear a voiceover where Paul talks about visions in the future. This is very important because in Dune Part 2, we already saw that his visions are not always something he can control. Now it feels like those visions are guiding his every decision. But the scary part is that even Paul himself might not be able to stop what's coming. As the trailer continues, we start seeing glimpses of war. Massive armies are forming, and the Fremen are no longer just hidden fighters in the desert. They are now a powerful force, fully united under Paul. Their blue eyes glow in the darkness, and the way they move together shows discipline and strength. This is not a rebellion anymore. This is the beginning of something much bigger, possibly a galaxy-wide conflict. Next, we see Chani, played by Zendaya. Her expression is very interesting. Instead of looking proud or confident, she looks worried and emotional. This could mean that she doesn't fully agree with the path Paul is taking. Their relationship might be tested in this movie, especially if Paul becomes more focused on power and destiny instead of love and humanity. We also get a glimpse of Princess Irulan, played by Florence Pugh. She appears calm, elegant, and very calculating. This suggests that politics will play a huge role in the story. Unlike the desert battles, Irulan represents strategy, manipulation, and control from the inside. Her character might become one of the most important players in shaping the future of the Empire. There's a very quick shot of Paul standing in what looks like a royal or imperial setting. This could be a huge hint that Paul eventually becomes emperor. But what makes this scene powerful is his expression. He doesn't look happy or proud. Instead, he looks burdened, almost trapped. This tells us that power in this story comes with a heavy cost. One of the most exciting parts of the trailer is the action. We see explosions, ships flying across the desert, and massive sandworms rising from beneath the ground. The scale is bigger than anything we've seen before. Director Denis Villeneuve is clearly pushing everything to the next level. Bigger battles, deeper emotions, and more complex storytelling. The music in the trailer also deserves attention. It starts slow and mysterious, then builds into something intense and overwhelming. This perfectly matches Paul's journey, from uncertainty to unstoppable force. The soundtrack, likely composed again by Hans Zimmer, adds emotional depth and makes every scene feel more powerful. Now let's talk about the story direction. Most fans believe that this movie will be based on the novel Dune Messiah. If that's true, then we are not going to see a simple hero story. Instead, we will see the consequences of Paul becoming a Messiah. This is where things get really interesting. Paul's rise to power might actually create more destruction than peace. His followers believe in him completely, but that belief can turn dangerous. This could lead to a holy war across the galaxy, something Paul himself might not be able to control. Another important detail in the trailer is how isolated Paul looks in many scenes. Even though he has an army and power, he often appears alone. This could symbolize that leadership at this level comes with loneliness. The more powerful he becomes, the more distant he gets from everyone else. The trailer also hints at betrayal and conflict within alliances. Not everyone may support Paul's rule, and there could be secret plans being made behind the scenes. This adds another layer of tension, making the story not just about war, but also about trust and deception. Visually, the trailer is absolutely stunning. The lighting, the desert landscapes, the costumes, and the special effects all come together to create an epic cinematic experience. Every frame looks like a piece of art, which is something the Dune series is already known for. Overall, this trailer suggests that Dune Part 3 will be darker, deeper, and more emotional than the previous films. It's not just about action, it's about the consequences of power, the cost of destiny, and the transformation of a hero into something much more complex. If everything shown in this trailer is executed well, this could easily become one of the best sci-fi movies ever made. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more movie recaps, trailer breakdowns, and reviews.